back, everybody. It's Carol at Oak House Journals, and we're down to the final 2 prompts in the Junk Journal July challenge, which is being hosted by Meg. Details in the description box below the video if the challenge is new to you. It's a free challenge ongoing all throughout July, but doesn't matter that we've got almost to the end of it. You can pick up the prompts anytime and just run with this challenge. So, as I say, we're down to the final 2 prompts, and the prompt for this page is in the garden. So I've got this image here. Now, it was a larger image, and originally it had this border around it, which, as you can see, I've chopped this image down quite a bit, and my border is a lot longer. So I'm in 2 minds. I'm certainly going to use the image on my piece today, but I am in 2 minds whether or not to use the border or whether or not to save these for the last prompt and tie the 2 pages in together. If I overlap my border, I can fit it on the page, and I think that might be quite nice. If I decide I don't want to use these on this page, I'm not sure, but I think I might well be able to add it over the top of this finished page because of what I have in mind to do. So let's get started, and I will be back at the end of the video to chat you through what I've done, and also to let you see some close-up photos so you can see what I've done in more detail. Until then, see you soon. So here I'm just looking at a piece of green handmade paper to see if it'll match my image. I've got some 150 GSM vellum, which is quite thick vellum, and as you can see, I've cut 3 pieces to the size of my picture, and I'm creating a frame. Now, the first one, I rip the center portion out by hand, but I decide I don't like that, so I go in and create another one with cutting out the aperture in the center with my scissors, and I decide I like the look of that, so I do that with all 3, and the aperture is obviously descending in size as I create all 3. So I have glued my 3 pieces of vellum across the top of my image. I've got my washi stickers here. These are the Moo Craft series washi stickers, and what I'm trying to do is to create layers of foliage all around that image so that it looks like you're almost looking down a tunnel to the garden picture behind. And I will show you in the close-up photos all the layers of these washi stickers that I've put down. It did take a good wee while to put them down, but I think I like the overall effect. I think it achieves what I wanted it to achieve. Now, here is the frame that I was talking about right at the beginning, and with a little bit of careful jiggery pokery, I can just get this to fit my page, or to look like it fits my page. And here I am going in with the bottom portion, gluing that to the bottom of my picture, and then the center pieces of the frame overlap, and then once it's all glued down onto my page, it will look like this is actually framing my piece properly. It doesn't. There is a minuscule gap, but it's close enough. So as you can see, there's a line going across the page horizontally, which is pink, and I want to cover that up. So I'm going in here with some of that lovely glassine bag that I've used throughout this little journal. So this is my finished page for this prompt in the garden. So I've gone with a very, very simple idea, and I've done this idea before, but I've done it on tags. So I thought I would do it again. As you know, I love playing with those Moo Craft washi stickers, and any excuse to play with those and vellum is wonderful to me. So the idea behind this is really to try and create what would be a garden vista, where you're looking down the garden through a corridor of vegetation. So I managed to use the frame that I chopped off from around the original picture, and then, as I've mentioned, with a little bit of jiggery pokery, I managed to make it fit around the image, or around the lot smaller image. I used a little bit of the paint splattered and coloured glassine bags that I've been using throughout this journal to cover up in the main this horizontal line that was going across both these pages. Now this was a blank page of vintage ledger paper. Absolutely lovely background to work on, but I didn't want this line showing, so I definitely had to do something up here, and you saw me audition some green handmade paper right at the start of the video because I wondered whether that would work. But in the end I decided, well, actually just a hint down either side was actually good enough for this. I just wanted to keep it simple. So I'll do some close-up photos at the end so that you can have a better look, because I'm sure you can't really see what's going on here. It's quite busy. So the photographs will give you an idea. I'm really pleased with how this has come out actually. It looks like I've got sort of tree vegetation hanging down from the top, and then from the bottom here I just wanted layers and layers of flowers. So there's my layers, and as you can see the aperture is getting smaller and smaller, but the layers are effectively staying the same size, just the aperture, and then you get to the final picture at the end. And I was toying with the idea of putting some more stickers down here and on the actual image itself, but then I thought just keep it simple this time. So there we go, everybody. I think it's quite a pretty little representation of the prompt in the garden, albeit a very simple one, but I hope you like it anyway. So thank you so much everybody for watching. A very short video today, so sorry about that, but I thought you'd lose the will to live if you saw me stick 1,000,001 of these little washi stickers in place. So we are down to the very last prompt, or certainly in the next video, and that is my last page in this little journal designated to that prompt. And then obviously I've got my cover to do, but as you can see she's got to be quite a little chunky girl now. So I will leave it there, and I hope to see you for the very last prompt in this Junk Journal July series. So until then everybody, happy crafting, keep smiling, bye.